February.
And that's my husband, Dale.
Hi, nice to meet you.
That's Jessica.
Got a rush?
Yeah. How many people here tonight?
Bruce, how you doing? Right behind you.
Oh, hi there.
How you doing?
Good.
You staying warm?
Yeah. I was in Mexico the last 2 weeks.
Wow. Good for you.
Hope the shit works.
Hey, how you doing?
Mr. Gergel. How are you, sir? Are you gonna snub me? Raymond? I said, hello, Mr. Gergel, how are you?
Hey,
Are you going to snub me? You're going to be in trouble.
Financial report.
I will get it.
First, you got enough paper today. What the hell happened?
Well, it looks like there's EGC stuff there too.
How you been doing?
Can't complain, I'm
Going
still
out
here.
to camp?
What?
Go out to camp much in the winter?
No.
Huh?
The snow's getting up. I might go out there this weekend after it warms up, the snow, it settles a little bit.
Well, you gotta go out there when it's cold and get your nature back into you.
No, no, I can't drive in.
Yeah. So are you here with the Trappers Association?
Yes, that's exactly it.
I saw that they just- Oh,
guys haven't had time for it.
Yeah, it's fast, it's nice and fast.
Yeah.
Compared to the treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Gave it back to me. Because either one of the
That's when it comes down.
Bruce,
Good, you?
how many coyotes they have there last weekend?
There's a
46.
all warranty on it, so.
46.
Drop it downstairs.
46 coyotes. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Not that eight.
DNR screwed out. I'll have to keep changing the trapping season every year.
Yeah. Any room there?
The 28th from 8 to noon
Okay, that's when,
is the class.
okay, 28th.
Yep. Next Friday.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that tonight. 8 to 2. Okay.
8 to 12.
You got a written
All right.
plan
Yeah,
on it already or
right
what?
here.
Yeah, we'll do it here. I'll bring a,
Too bad. You got a recreational plan on that already or what?
Oh, yeah, you know.
You're probably what I
8
talked
a.m.
to on the phone, March.
Or actually probably a little before that.
Oh, I bet
Because
you really
we've gotta
talked to
have
Dottie.
We've got to have it
Oh,
set
maybe
up so
we'll-
that the guys
I know-
are taking the
I know
photo
Dottie
review class
has
are on
been here, you
camera.
guys said, like, she
Okay.
came last month.
Because it's a Zoom.
Yeah,
I can always do
She,
the recording too.
she passed it off to
But I
me.
think we have to use it, but,
And
Yeah.
I think I might bring a TV from home and set it up on the table. Or so that they've got a bigger screen to watch.
how you gonna, what is it like, how do you,
Can I hook an HDMI cable into there?
see if there's a spot? Yeah, that's paper. Yeah.
Okay, all right, good deal.
Or display board, whether, either one.
Okay.
How about a display board? Do you have display board? On the back of your TV?
What's it look
A
like?
display board, it's like a, it's okay.
Oh, that's different than the one on TV, that doesn't have any different angle. Is that a different cable?
It is.
Yeah.
Let me check on this one.
I don't think it's a brush.
Whatever, well.
Well, we're not,
I don't know, Brett, must be working out for people.
you never texted me.
We could buy a display board and a converter, probably like $10, 15.
Okay. Oh, that's right, I gotta print that off. The salary resolution. Gotta pass that tonight too. Because that's gotta be passed on before the budget. I can do it. Yeah, this has been a rough one.
Like 850.
Okay.
So, if you go out here on Saturday, yeah, Darlene, we have to go back here. And she needs some bills. Or we're gonna find out what.
Did you go back to Jerry's at all this year?
$95.
No.
money was for.
Well, they keep it locked up pretty tight now, so.
For the industrial. Yeah, that's what I mean. So we'll have to see. Well, we'll have to find out what kind of figure out what
We
share.
have 21 teams, so
She
that's what we
transferred.
have every year.
Right.
Good turnout.
But we don't know for sure if they're for Jesus.
My grandson saw 2 coyotes, opening more than deer season, and his mother wouldn't let him shoot them.
Everybody's doing a thermal scopes now.
Yeah.
2-3 grand, no freaking way.
Reminds me of Predator.
Thank you.
So I said if I could shoot a deer with it on a thermal scope, yeah, I'll buy one, but no way.
I don't know why the clock stays at the same time.
I just want to make sure.
The battery's weak.
We put one in there, I think there's a shot.
I didn't mean your time.
Okay. Great. Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, there it is. Right on.
Had to deal with upstairs.
Your ass, time.
And it's 6:30?
No, it's at 6.
Oh, that's right, you just changed it. I would have been half hour late either way, so.
Do you have anything to add to the agenda?
No, I can bring it up in community club update, it's fine.
Leave next time.
It's cold out there, ain't shit.
Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second Mark, second by Maxine. All in favor? Motion carried. Bills, minutes, and treasurer's report.
This DNL plumbing meeting was that for when they came here for the boiler pump replacement. We were supposed to hold that check until we got something figured out with them. It's already sent, eh? I'll tell you what I can do. I will bring the pump back and see if they can accredit us some way, shape, or form. Didn't even last a week.
Really?
Yeah, that's why Brian or Kevin from WDF had to come down and change it again. So that pump, I have it in the back.
Okay.
And I talked to the assistant manager, he said he was gonna call me back and never heard from him. So
Well, we're gonna have to go follow up on
it's for
that.
$1,900 that don't even
Yeah.
last a week, that's Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have to bring it up there.
We're gonna have to go after that.
Yeah.
Maxie, do you have the treasurer print out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can
Yep.
down
Do you need
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. I didn't have one in the stack.
Oh, the rest of you guys got them?
I have a motion to approve the bills, minutes, and treasurer's report.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Brent, second by Mark, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay. Jessica, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here today, guys. I'm gonna pass it back almost immediately to you guys to see if you have any questions. I know Dottie was here last month. We talked a little bit more about the process with you. I sent you, I'm so sorry, I don't know names on faces, but last month, or a few weeks back, I sent a copy of our kind of boilerplate
Yep.
recreation plan contract.
Yep, I got it here.
So I didn't know if you guys had any questions on that or anything you kind of wanted to go over, chat about, process questions.
How soon could we start?
Oh,
I guess is the first question.
I-
I mean, if we approve this tonight,
yeah, I
we
would
can
say,
get the
yeah,
survey process going right away?
absolutely.
Or very
Yeah.
quickly, I should say?
Absolutely, yeah. We can get started on that this week. Well, I guess tomorrow's Friday, so we wouldn't make a lot of progress this
Right.
week. But yeah, there's no reason we can't get up and running right away.
Get this done as quick as we can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say,
the price?
The price is $4,225.
Without it, you can't apply for
Yeah.
DNR grants, so.
Which is a lot less than we were talking about last month.
Well, because last month you said
Yeah,
$75 an hour for 200 hours,
yeah, yeah.
but still.
So, all right, well,
You need a motion for that?
yeah.
I make a motion that we get started on this recreation plan.
I will second that.
Motion by Mark, and a second by Brent. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Is there anything that we need to know from you?
well, I'll just kind of give you guys an idea of what I'll just kind of get a jump on right away, and then just kind of get an idea of what you guys want to do in terms of sort of setting up a communication or a team. Some townships like to keep it like as the board, as their recreation committee. And then in that case, I'll just probably come on like a bi-monthly basis, depending on like what's going on or if we need to chat, give you guys reports in or ask you guys. There's certain things in the rec plan that'll have to come from you guys, like the recreation or your admin structure and your budgets. You know, you guys will have to provide me certain things like that. Your grant history information. So, you know, just kind of knowing who wants to be the point person on who I'll email and figure out if you guys need me to come in that month or if there's information I need to gather. So, you know, that kind of administrative level is probably one of the first things we can chat about. Other than that, I already have like some survey stuff drafted of like our typical recreation survey draft.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question, is can we
Yeah,
go off of the survey that was used last time?
yeah,
Or does the
absolutely.
wording need to be updated in some way, or?
We typically use a pretty standard survey just because you want to do it early on in the process, and you basically just want to get a good level setting of like what people are using in the area, what they're using it for, and what they currently like or don't like. We always leave space for if you guys have things you want to tweak in there or ask specifically about, so we can tailor it for you guys as much as you would want. But really, anything off of that main template is going to be based on what you guys know in your community more than like something I would suggest changing. But otherwise, once we're happy with that, then we would just need to kind of come up with what we would want to do as a distribution strategy. You know, how we want to get it out, where you want to put the word, you know, the word out about it, about that sort of thing. But really, it shouldn't take long once that gets going. Kind of alongside getting the community section thing done, what I'll be starting doing pretty much the rest of this month into early March is working on the community data section, working on the background thing. Probably the next time I come, I'll bring like the early chapters of that.
Okay.
One thing I've told other townships is what you want in there and what you want covered is going to really be kind of driven by, at the end of it, what you want your goals and objectives to be in what projects, right? So you sort of want it to fit a narrative of like, this is the kind of project we want to do, and here's the data to back up why we want to do that, you know, or you know, why this is justifiable or important for us or things we want to do. So I usually start big, put in a lot of information in the community section, and then we either pare it down or you guys ask questions about things you want to add. So I'll start on my end, just sort of accumulating that information, and then, like I said, probably one of the next times we meet, or whoever, again, if there's a point person, or if you guys want to do a separate like subcommittee on recreation, we can meet, kind of discuss that. And those are probably the most immediate next steps. The timeline in that scope, we put the ending as February 1st of next year. And that is really just because that's the deadline for the DNR to submit. The likelihood that we need a full year to do this is pretty low, but sometimes things happen on just like people's personal lives, you know, and sometimes it's hard because all of the goals and objectives and projects are what you guys help me build, right? So we all move as fast as we all move as a group, and so we have a nice, luxurious, almost full year to work on it. The odds are good we'll probably have this done before that, but I put that as the deadline just so that we know we have plenty of time to work with to get this done and as complete and robust of community input as we want to do and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's sort of my spiel of where we're at and the big chunks to do. So I don't know if you guys have any questions or any thoughts on anything that I just sort of yammered at you about. Okay, great.
Let's get it started, and then you need something, let us know.
Sounds good. Who have I been emailing already?
Me.
Okay. Sorry, I'm bad with names to email addresses. I'll probably keep you as my email point person then,
Okay.
just since we've already started doing that. But I also have my card with my email address in case anybody wants to reach out with any specific questions or, you know, if there's thoughts or projects or anything that comes up between now and the next time we talk recreation plan. That way you guys have a way to just get in touch with me easily and effectively.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you. You guys meet next on March 20th, right?
Yep, a
Okay.
month from today, yep.
I would think, unless you guys have big changes you would want to do from our template survey, that we could probably get it out before that.
Okay.
So my suggestion would be we probably, like I can email with you and we can decide closer to if you want me to come to the March one. But my suggestion would be we figure out a distribution thing and get that rolling. And then if I come to the April meeting, I can start reporting back on the actual survey results.
Okay.
and we can start talking more about like what goals and objectives you all have in mind. And I can also, by then, certainly have the first chapters of community data to work through. So if you guys are comfortable meeting again in 2 months, I think we can have a pretty good beginning chunk of the recreation plan to talk about and work through.
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. And then, of course, you have my contact information if we need to meet or talk sooner.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Chief, you want to get slotted in now or later?
Anytime's fine.
The floor is yours.
Oh, the floor is mine, okay. Well, I want to propose purchasing a fire pump. It's used, it's down, it's in Sheboygan, and it's at a paper mill that they've closed. And I'd like to purchase this pump. They want $2,500, but we have to go down and dismantle it.
Okay.
I think it'd be a great purchase for us. Right at this point, right now, I don't know how many use Chad, Brent, Scone, you know. I don't know, Linda, Maxine, you know about the pump house down by Stewart's. We have a pump house in the building, the Township building down there. There's 2 pumps down there. There's an electric and there's a gas. They were put in the 1950s. So approximately 30 years ago, we replaced all the suction lines from the river to the building with new check valves and that, because it comes from the river, steps up about 3 feet, and then it goes under the road to the building. But when you get a year like this without the snow and everything, the darn thing freezes up on us. So we've had it froze up for a while, and the gas pump, the pipes had cracked on that, so I just got that fixed. So now we have water once again. But this is what we use to fill our trucks with. We get a fire, this is what we use. Otherwise, we have to sacrifice a truck at a river, at a pond or something to pump to fill trucks. So I'm looking at this pump, and it's a great deal for the size of this pump and everything. And I'd like to eventually try to put it by the dam somewhere, if they'll allow us to tap into the bank, to put a gravity flow line into, it's got to go into a tank, because this is a big submersible. And I'd like to put it over by the dam and get it away from where we're at right now. Or move it to the other side of the road, because we got to get away from that freeze-up problem we have. Yeah, and it's
Plus
just,
everybody drives over that road.
the other problem where it's at right now is the dam. We rebuilt the dam about 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and she's starting to fall over now. She's starting to, it needs to be fixed again, right? So, it's one of these,
You're
right?
talking about the little dam.
Yep, the little
Yeah,
dam
the
over
little-
by Pepsi there, the
Yeah.
little drive there,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're, you know, there's a lot of things going on there. It's not retaining water like it should be, you know, it's, you can see it's falling over, right? You know, it needs attention. So I'm looking at this pump and thinking, you know, the best scenario is by the dam, run a pipe in there, put a little building by the road, put the pump, then pump inside of there, and then we can fill our trucks right from there. And then eventually, what I'd like to see is run a line right along the road, all the way down to the Legion, and then maybe bore under the tracks. You get on the other side and go down all the way to Maine down here, down on the, by the corner right down here. So that would be, we could put hydrants along there then, you know. And eventually you could spur off of that up the streets, right? Go up Linden, whatever. You know, I mean, there are things that you can do, you know, as the years go by, right? But at least you have a pumping system. And where we're at right now, the original system that was put in the early 1800s,
Right.
1900s, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And, you know, probably 30 some years ago, the system, we just gave up on it because it just kept springing leaks. So we just kind of gave up on the hydrant system. But that was the original source for water into town here, you know. So this way, if we put a pump right there, we don't have to pump it all the way from down by Stewart's all the way into town, right? We're right here by the lake, you know? And it's an endless supply, basically, right? Sometimes in the summer, what we get droughts and
Yeah.
that creek dries right up and you're right down to nothing for water. So, you know, if we did have a big fire or something, we'd probably have to go pull planks or something, right? Especially not holding water back like it used to. So I would like to get approval to purchase this pump. We're willing to go down and take it apart and bring it back here and put it together and put a building around it.
I'll make a motion that we purchase the pump.
I'll second that.
Would you have to get a hold like Eagle to bore in?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a hold of, I'm not exactly sure who they have to get a hold of, but,
I get a hold of Jay Parent,
okay.
that's who I do it with the pond. If not, he'll tell you who
Who to get a hold of that.
yeah.
Yeah, and find out if there's some way we can run a line into that lake, you know? And it'll be a gravity flow line, it won't be a suction line, it'll be a gravity flow line into a tank in the ground for that submersible to go into.
And then it's just a matter of seeing what that tank is gonna entail.
That's what?
It's gonna be a matter of seeing what it takes, or what it's gonna take to put that tank and stuff in.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Yeah, we'd have to get the right level and everything. So, yeah, it'd take a little doing, but we can do it.
And then are we gonna be able to store that pump when you get it here in the garage? Or where are we gonna keep it
Yeah, we
in
could
the
put it
meantime?
probably right in the pump house.
Okay,
Slider gate.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, well, I have a motion by Mark and a second by Linda.
Yep.
All those in favor?
I,
Motion carried. All right, sir.
Good deal. Thank you.
this is his number, but he pretty much does everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Is there
can
anything
go in
else?
because
Is
we'll
there
just-
anything else going on with the fire department while you're here?
Not a lot, training and stuff. I'd like, well, yeah, as long as you mention that, I'd like to purchase a TV for training purposes, for we can hook up to our laptop for training. As you know, the state has put on requirements for mandatory training, monthly training. We have to have an hour a month training, mandatory now. So, in the winter, it's kind of hard to do hands-on stuff, so it'd be nice to have a TV, so big screen TV we can put up on the wall and do our training with that.
Okay.
So while we're thinking about it, we need to think about a building down there, because we got Chuck's ankle parked in there, right now to fit him.
Right, we've talked about this.
So, yes,
before.
so we need to think seriously about a building. We really have to do something. Soon. I don't know what we can do to work this out. We had plans for one. We got all the prints and everything for one, so we're gonna have to sit down and talk some turkey here and get something rolling here, quickly, to get something up and going.
Did you have any headway since the last time I talked to you with Henry,
No.
or no? No?
No.
Okay.
No, no.
I wouldn't rely on that. Better
So-
than the other road.
Yeah,
Okay,
that didn't sound like it was gonna fly, so.
okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, but I really think we really need to, we need to do something, but we really don't even have a meeting room anymore. We got our 6x6 parked in there, and we're full, and then besides, we have one truck here in the rescue squad building. We just don't have the room, they're all grew it,
You're maxed
you
out.
know, we're maxed out. We need to really seriously look into that and get something rolling as soon as we can, really. You know, I don't know, when our next elections are or whatever, but we'll have to get some prices together and go from there.
All right.
That's a big agenda we need to really get on and get it done. I mean, we're not looking for nothing special, like that building, I showed you the prints on that and everything, everybody's seen that. They're nothing elaborate, basically a pole building, well insulated pole building. You know, not looking for nothing fancy, we just need a garage,
Right.
so we can fit everything in.
Where would the garage go?
Well, there's another question.
Well, that would all be, yeah, that would all have to be part of the discussion.
Yeah, that would, yeah, we have to
I
decide
didn't
where.
know if you had a
Yeah.
spot.
No, we do not have a spot yet. We have to sit down and talk this out, and
Yeah.
figure where we wanna go with it. Everybody to agree on where's it going, and we gotta do something though.
How much land do you got by that maintenance garage that you just roofed?
You talking about right next door here or downtown?
Down there, you mean?
Yeah, next to Brent's building.
I don't know how much is there.
Well, that's all,
Well,
that's
we
all
basi-
EDC all the way through there.
Yeah, we basically have from the township garage all the way to the old boat launch road.
It's all, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much there, and
Yeah.
quite a ways up the hill.
I mean, because
No, there's,
that garage is garbage. I mean, you just put a roof on it. But if you want to put a building there and then he wants to put a pump by the lake, have it all in the same area,
It's,
you know?
well, we,
Yeah, we'll have to look and see some spots and, good area to do it.
we've got plenty of land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because couldn't you use the old fire hall then for the maintenance garage?
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I mean-
switch it.
Yeah.
You know, because then you could use that for you guys right there.
Well, yeah, that's if,
Yeah.
that's
It's
if,
all been
that's if,
remodeled.
there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
variables there because the school district might need where the fire hall is at some point. We don't know what the future holds. We gotta keep that in mind
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
We got options.
never know.
Well, we'll keep talking about that.
Yeah, we'll have to get something going here and, sooner the better.
Yeah.
Because like I say, we're pretty cramped in there.
Okay.
Do we need a second on the TV?
Did Mark make a motion on the TV?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark made a motion on the TV.
I'll second that one.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
What you guys-
Pat, get with, Maxine for the TV.
How much you guys
Okay.
spend on it?
Okay.
how much you wanna spend on a TV, what size?
What size?
Outside. No, it's, you know,
It's a
Bigger
really
than
50 inch or
that.
200 inch.
60 inch?
I would say at least a 60 inch, otherwise it's 50
Yeah.
acres.
Yeah,
It's hard to look at it.
I got one in mind.
58.
I'll show you later.
Brooke says there's a 58 inch for $250.
Or like,
What's it?
for $250, where?
Walmart.
Oh, yeah?
It's called, it's an on, it's Roku, but
That's where that 98-inch TV is.
Or you wanna do you wanna do a 65? I don't think there is a 60.
Yeah, I think there is, isn't there?
They're
I think there is
70s.
from
I got a 70.
58 to 65.
75's 450, 65's 350.
Something like that.
Phone, a
Let's do a
70 for 400.
This is a Samsung, the 65, so Samsung's pretty good.
65.
So 350.
Samsung's a good brand.
Yeah. It's a 4K also.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks Brooks for looking that up so quick.
yeah.
That's a good deal.
It's on sale for now, so I buy it sooner than later.
Okay. All right, moving along. Maxine.
All right, on our list, an audit update first off. We had a message from Peter and Heather at Manor Costeria. Okay, so anyway, he said everything's moving along. The fiscal year 20 books are all reconciled, it's all good. And now they're moving into fiscal year 21, and they have made significant progress. So we'll wait for the next update on that. And then today we had a call with Laura and Nick with the state of Michigan, and they're happy with that. They're waiting on when they get up to 22, year 22 done, and then that audit will start. And then they'll be just kind of rolling through. They're not seeing any issues, but, yep, so it's all good on both sides. The credit cards are in for everybody who wants to go shopping for TVs, so we're good. So otherwise, yeah, we got our credit cards in. I would like to bring up and make a motion with the work with QuickBooks. Brooks has a update on QuickBooks Enterprise going to QuickBooks Online and which program we should stay with or go new. And I would like to have a pay rate for Carol Arnold while she helps with the QuickBooks.
50 cents.
It's generous.
Somewhere between
At least
15 and
75 cents, come on.
$15 and $20 an hour. It's not like she's gonna be working 100 hours a week, you know.
Whatever you think's fair.
I make most of it.
18?
18.
18?
That's fine by me.
Is that okay, Carol? Yeah?
Too bad, that's all you're getting.
You haven't hired me yet.
You're the deputy.
Yeah, well. I'll accept 18.
All right.
We need a motion.
I make a motion.
All right, second.
I'll second that.
And lastly,
All in favor?
Aye.
got an email from Darlene at the EDC board, and now they would like to get a CD with some of their funds that they're not gonna be needing for the next year. So I checked with Credit Union of Powers. A year is running 2.32. Norway Bank for a year was 1.75. But since the money already is in Norway, they said they would match the 2.32.
Okay.
So I just want to just leave it in Norway.
If you go to the Flagstar, it's 3.45.
Is what?
3.45.
I know, but that's a lot of goofing around to
That's if the money's already
get set
there.
up, the money's there. So I'd like a motion to,
That's the EDC money?
yep, move some EDC money into a CD.
Okay.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm doing.
Okay, thank you, Maxine. Jamie Malone deed is completed. Yep, we just gotta, Linda and I gotta get together with Jamie and notarize it. Turn it over to him.
I talked to him last weekend. I'll find out when he's gonna be home again. Get you guys get that taken care of.
While we're kind of on that topic, have we heard anything back on the property for Whitens, the parcel? I know it was brought up, but I don't know how far we got with that.
Oh, have it surveyed, you mean?
I thought it was already done by Jason last year, wasn't it?
No, it was
No,
never
it
done.
was never done.
Jason ended up doing it.
No.
So all it's gotta get is surveyed and then it's good to go and we can get it done.
Yep.
Yeah, I just talked to Russ today about it, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see if I can get a hold of Jason.
Okay. All right, next we've got a split application for Beth James. Retroactive from June of 2023 that was never brought to the board. So I need a motion to approve this.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mark, second by Brent. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you.
that came across by you yet.
No, I haven't seen it. Brett Desjarlis hasn't told me anything. He sent me this one.
I'll show you.
All right, next we've got, Mark and I met with the road commission last month for our annual meeting, and they proposed to us a quote for patching and putting a fresh seal on the Pond Road, West 3rd Street.
Out to the highway?
Yep. The quote's $10,211.33. I've built it into the proposed budget, but if for some reason you guys wouldn't want to move forward with it, we can take it out.
I think it's a good idea. It needs to get done. It's bad. Your road,
Do what to it?
they're gonna re-chip seal it?
Re-chip seal it.
Re-pulverize it, whatever, and then
Maybe run a grader down it and level it this time?
And it's all falling apart by your house all
Oh,
down
yeah,
that corner.
There's 8-10 inches of break off every year. It's in my yard.
Alright, starting.
They want it back
Starting
together.
over here by the school and going all the way down, or?
No, it's just what, it's just the chip seal portion.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Are you making a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we go through and do that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All right, next we've got the township officer salary resolution. Presented with no changes. Unless somebody wants to propose changes.
I just need a motion to keep it. as
No,
is.
Linda needs to read it. We've got to do.
Whereas Michigan compiled law 41.95 authorizes the Township Board of Meyer Township to determine the salaries of the office of supervisor, clerk, treasurer, trustee for financial year 24 through 25.
5-6.
Oh, 25 to 26.
Yep.
By adopting the resolution at least 30 days prior to the township annual meeting, and whereas on December 20th, 25, the township board adopted a resolution to hold the township annual meeting on March 20th, 2025. And whereas the township board deems the adjustment in the salaries of these elected township officials warranted in consideration of the increase in the cost of living in addition to responsibilities undertaken by these officials since township board members' salaries were last adjusted. Now, therefore, be it resolved that as of April 1st, 25, the salaries of the supervisor, clerk, treasurer, and trustees shall be as the follows. Supervisor, $550, clerk, $575, treasurer, $600, trustee, $160. Be it also resolved that this resolution shall be submitted by the electors at the annual meeting to be held March 20th, 2025, at which time the electors may modify these amounts. Such modifications that may be made by the electors cannot result in the reduction of salaries during the officials' terms in office. In the event that the electors fail to act in this resolution, the office shall be entitled to the salaries established in the resolution in accordance with the state law. Be it further resolved that this resolution adopted February 21st, 2025 is properly adopted by the Meyer Township Board at least 30 days prior to the annual meeting as required by law. where do I keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the foregoing resolution offered by,
I'll offer it.
and supported by,
I'll second it.
upon roll call vote, the following voted yea or nay.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The supervisor declared the resolution is adopted.
The resolution is adopted.
I, Linda Gergel, the duly elected.
You don't have to read that much.
Oh.
Yeah, read it anyways.
Okay, next is the proposed budget. It is available for public consumption until the next meeting. And then lake weed mitigation update.
Yeah. You had sent me a new price sheet for 2025, Mike. And I emailed him, and like towards the end of March, beginning of April, we're gonna have a Zoom meeting, which will be out at Wendrick's. Oh, where the
By the panel plant.
panel plant.
You have a
So
building there.
there's only like 2 weeks and then 2 months that he can't. So we'll have to get together and pick a date and we'll put it in the gloves. If anybody has any questions for him, they're more than welcome to come. And we'll open it to the public, so.
Preferably the beginning of April.
Well, either one we can do.
We got the spaghetti dinner at the end of March,
Oh,
so
yeah, I forgot.
I gotta talk to Brent.
Yeah, it'll probably be in April then. Then we can go over it's gonna cost us, what we should do with him. And go from there. But I will put it in the loves once we figure out a date when we're gonna do this Zoom with him. So if anybody has any questions, they can ask him.
Is this above and beyond that machine?
Yeah, but that machine would make it worse.
Oh, okay, all the
Because once
chopping.
you cut it, and it would spread like wildfire, that milfoil,
It
so.
spreads the spores when you cut it,
Yeah,
Oh.
makes it grow.
Would this be a yearly thing then, or?
They said every 3 years, eh?
well, there's one you can do, they guarantee it'll last for 3 years. If it doesn't, then they come back and do it at their cost, so. That one's rather expensive, but we're only gonna do like 3-4 acres. You know, as far as doing where all the stumps and that are, it really isn't worth doing that. So, once we can get with him and figure out, cause he was here last summer, so he knows the layout of the lake and everything, so we'll come up with something, what he thinks would be the best. I mean, I don't know what these chemicals kill, so.
You know, are they thinking of doing the whole lake, or is this just certain
Probably like
areas?
3 or 4 acres. Yeah.
Pretty good area though.
Yeah.
When you actually-
Mostly where we had the fishing derby, where everybody fished, pretty much that's where it'll be.
The beach area, where everybody
Out to the
uses
whole
it
landing.
more.
Yeah. So like, for that.
All right, community club, Brent?
So we've had a rough couple months with the boilers again. We had a WDM here to fix it twice. We were having issues. Everything's running as it should be for now. They did the state boiler inspection when they were here, so I haven't heard back from them, so I guess no news is good news as far as that goes. And then I contacted Socorro, and they're coming next Thursday to take a look at the showers.
Cool, all
So
right.
I tried to go back and see if they could just re-quote us, but it's been too far.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So, yeah, as far as that goes, so that's what I got for this month. That's it.
Have you heard anything from Ruth?
I just talked to her the other day.
Okay. She's doing all right?
Yeah, as far as it goes, she said she took care of in here where the flies were, so.
Yeah. Okay. Sewer?
We're doing good. No breakdowns, thank God, so. knock on wood.
Nothing new from Jason?
Only other than when we talked about the rates are gonna have to go up. But we're not gonna be able to afford to do them liners and stuff when the time comes. And there's pipes out there that need to be replaced because it's old. I mean, it's, what, 40-some years old? So. Other than that, that's it.
All right, public comment.
Me first?
Go for it.
Okay. I had applied for new home insurance for checking prices, and I was told that perhaps Meyer Township hasn't updated their protection class because it says that there is no, the fire department has not, that there's no fire department for me to go off of. I have to go off of Spalding.
Really?
Which puts me in a category 9, yeah. And there's 10 is the worst.
That's an ISO rating, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was told, so I just
Yeah,
came to
they're
see.
wrong. Who's your insurance company?
Farmers?
Farmers, yeah. Well, we're rated.
Okay, so.
We're high rating, but
Is there a way?
we are listed as a fire department.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
so when she said that to me, I was kind of confused, but she said possibly just wasn't updated. I don't know when that happens.
That's an annual thing, so,
That's what I
yeah.
thought too. Okay, so
Yeah.
have you ever had anybody have this problem? Is there a way to prove or how you go about it with insurance companies?
The Township can write a letter to them.
Yeah, otherwise, is that something you file, Pat, every year?
No, they call us and they do an audit with us and that's
Oh,
it. That's all they
okay.
do, you know. So, what holds us down is we don't have hydrants.
Right.
Right.
That's why we have a higher rating, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't even show Meyer Township, according to her, that it's even on the map for me. Yeah, which is weird, I mean, I'm not far.
Yeah.
So,
That's strange.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Better get a new map.
Yeah, okay. I just
Yeah.
wanted to check.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to,
Who would we talk to about rectifying that?
first, I gotta find out where she's getting her information
Well, that's-
from.
Yeah.
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 Where your insurance company's getting her information
Ask them
from.
where they're getting their
Because,
information.
Right, yep, and I did all
She's
that.
probably not looking in the right place.
Okay, she just
We
also
just-
said
we
to
need to get a
find
whole
out,
ISO,
and then if
yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
that, then
Yeah.
we have to prove that we have a fire department.
Okay, well, we can prove that we have a fire department pretty easily.
That's what I said
So-
too, so. I mean, no fire hydrants, but,
You wouldn't have any out by you anyway.
no.
We wouldn't either.
No, that's what I said, I was like, it's
Yeah.
pretty rural, so I don't understand how we'd have one, but,
Well, if you need something from us,
okay.
let us know. If you need a letter from Pat, or
Yeah.
you need a letter from
Oh,
me,
you're Pat?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice to meet you. Alright.
we can try to help you fix
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Joe?
Just a couple things. The minutes this month was awesome. It wasn't a book. I got a question too about like, how does it go when you guys get paid? Because obviously you're voting in a raise again and.
We didn't vote in a raise. It's
No,
the
we
same as last year.
Okay, what about if you don't show up to a meeting?
They get paid regardless.
Right,
Their salary.
because they're salaried, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the trustees?
I mean, it's
Oh, that's true.
in 13 years, so I wouldn't know.
If it's per meeting, they should get paid per meeting.
Yeah.
That's how it is for the trustees.
I believe that's how it's written in the,
Yeah.
on the annual meeting, I remember.
You bring up a good point, Joe.
Just asking.
No, you bring up a good point. You're gonna be missing your meeting payment for the next check because you got paid for last month and you weren't here. So you brought up a good point.
I was just checking.
Yeah,
Sorry, Brian.
It's okay.
yeah.
Just my luck.
Anything else, Joe?
Nope, I'm good.
Next, Ray? Yeah, could you do something about the basketball? Tell them there'd be no more basketball from 6 o'clock.
That's the wrestling, sir.
Huh?
It's wrestling.
I already talked to him, I went up there and talked to him tonight already, so.
Because that goes on the computer and then if you could just, you cannot, and you're stuck so soft, that's pretty hard to hear you.
I think they're wrapping up for this year anyway, aren't they?
They got states, don't they?
3
Yeah.
more weeks.
So,
4 more weeks.
Yeah.
It's grind time right now.
Yeah.
Those kids work hard.
They're working on it.
at least, yeah.
There's a lot of them. Keeps them off the streets.
That's it?
That's right.
And out of the video games, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
I do have a question. We've been asking for accounts receivable reports, and we're still not receiving those. Can someone explain what the issue is? I don't think there's any of us here that would be happy if we went to the bank and our personal account and said, can you tell me if my check come in, can you tell me how much I have in there, what came in during the month, and they refuse to give us the information. All we've been asking for is a report on the incoming revenue for the township. And I'm trying to figure out why we're still not getting that.
It's on here, deposits and interest.
That's not what I'm referring to, Cassie. What I'm talking about, for instance, have we received any type of reimbursement check from the state for the audit, for the reimbursement audit? Have we sent money in for that, but we haven't received anything?
Well, he told us this morning,
Yep.
this morning we should have our first one. But
Good.
that comes electronically.
Well,
So,
even so, that's accounts receivable. That's incoming revenue. When we rent the facility, you have money coming in.
So
Right.
you want an itemized list of every deposit we get? Is that what you're looking for?
The normal protocol is you have a report for receivables and you have a report for expenditures.
How much money comes into the township? You know, like like for not profit sharing, but revenue sharing, or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, that'd be money coming in.
Anything, there's
Or
money
the rent
coming
that
in.
somebody pays, you know?
Rental, I know Mr. Gergel asked about the rental for
Yeah.
the facilities before.
Because they were calling for that way back a couple months ago. How come we weren't doing that? You just must have got the same email I got, you know?
Yeah. You
For
shouldn't be
for
getting
that
any more
reimbursement, some of
emails.
that money, you know, that, but, yeah, but it should be that, if we take in $1,000, it should be, put on.
Recorded in.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm still working myself on getting into QuickBooks, which I can't do unless I'm sitting here. So that's why Brooks is going to, in Township comment section, about going QuickBooks online with the rates and stuff, and we'll change so we don't have to physically sit here
So
and do it.
you haven't been able to get into QuickBooks, Maxine?
If I'm sitting down here.
But you still should be able to log into the system if it's,
No,
without
the
having it
QuickBooks we
online.
have now,
Not at
you
home.
can't do online.
Yeah, you can't work remotely on
You
QuickBooks
can't go
right
online
now.
on the QuickBooks we have now.
It's gotta be down here.
Yep.
But you don't have to have it online. You have to have it on a server that you can log into.
No, you have to have it online, no.
Yep, and we don't have that
It's easier.
neither.
We would have to go with an online system with QuickBooks.
Well, let's do that now.
Okay,
So go ahead.
what you got, Brooks, on
Chat,
QuickBooks?
Brooks.
Well, what do you want me to, like, it's basically gonna be half the cost of going the online version. You know, they're eventually phasing out all the desktops versions, like they did with the Premiere we used to have. And then they forced us to go to the Enterprise, right? Enterprise is like $300 a month. And if you went online, it's like 150, including payroll software. I'm not really sure. I see my notes here.
It was like $150 a month as
Right.
opposed to the $292, right?
Right. So that's.
And it's more secure because
It
it's
is more
got the
secure.
YubiKey.
Yeah, YubiKey, if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's like a hardware password. Like you need that piece of hardware, otherwise you cannot get into it. It's impossible unless, I don't know, unless you steal it from the person. But, I mean, that's with anything, a key, you steal a key from somebody. And, you know, these, the data's held in a secure facility and stuff. You know, we don't even have a camera down here. So, not that, I'm not sure if that should be public knowledge, but we don't. But,
Pat, close your ears.
anyways, you know, it's just a lot more secure, and it's easier to access. You can have 2 or up to 5 people on there for that $150. You can pay up to have 25 people on there. We don't need 25 people.
Right.
So there's no reason to pay the $300. Let's see. What else did you want to know? Other than security, accessibility, cheaper.
Combining sewer.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
We can
combining the
combine.
books,
We're
yeah.
currently, we're using 2 different set of books, one for the sewer and one for the accounting. And with the online version, you can combine them. I mean, I guess you could do it here as well, but it just makes it more easy with the online version because you can import everything. And you can assign a customer type, so it'd be a customer type sewer customer versus everybody else. So it'd be easy to filter. Reports are, we have a lot of reports that are available with the online version that are not available through the desktop version. Let's see what my notes say.
And I would imagine if we pay annually, there's a savings there.
Right,
too,
and initially, actually, there's a 40% savings for the first, 40 to 50% savings for the first year, so that 150 is cut in half, so
Very nice.
for the first year. I mean, obviously it goes up,
Yeah.
but I think it's a substantial upgrade for the township. I mean, it has the same functionality. We have 80% of the features we're not using on the desktop version right now. So just with the security alone, I think is worth it, and the multiple access points, you know.
Well, yeah, if it'll help these 2 work remotely, which they want to do, I'm all for it.
So yeah, they are kind of pushing the bigger $300 one, but we don't need to. I just gotta make a phone call and switch it over
Okay.
to the $150 one. Oh, and also the payroll, you can actually do direct deposit in it instead of writing checks. And we can accept payments online through their payment portal. Through the online version, it's way easier. You can send emails to customers, with sewer customers. Their email, they'll pay it directly through there with a credit card, whatever they want.
What are we waiting for?
But
Okay.
one thing, did you check when you're checking on the direct deposit and accepting their fees? Because they do, I know with us, we get
Yeah.
charged with fees. If, you know, it might be minimal because you don't have the numbers, but there is some fees if you use their services additional to what you pay a
Correct.
month. So just,
Yep.
when you're looking, just to make sure.
And you
it's
can also still print checks, not.
Oh, you can do everything like you do now, it's just that it's operated differently as far as
Yeah.
the system.
And I can help integrate the sewer customers, so I'm gonna need a little help, guidance to what you guys want for your fields. I tried to import it, but I just stopped because I didn't wanna, you know, delete any fields that were needed,
Okay.
so.
Maxine, are you familiar with QuickBooks?
It's been about, probably 14 years since I used QuickBooks.
I was gonna ask, I know that they have trainings and stuff that are available. Would you be willing to do some of that? I think that would be.
Yeah, Ben and Carol's been showing me
Oh,
the
good.
stuff, but once we get online, is like hair different than enterprise?
Mhm.
So, yeah. And there's always
Sounds like a great
YouTube.
It'll come back to her because it
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
changed that much.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh, and that's a vote on getting the UV keys, we'll need 3 or 4 of them, maybe 3. One for the admin, too for the users. And you always want to have an admin, because if any of them get locked out.
Plus the admin is more for where you make the changes.
Right.
You gotta go into a single user to do the changes.
Yeah.
Well, hey, the question I only ask is just like, say your personal checkbook. You got so much money coming in, say you got your paycheck from work or something, and then you did something else, say you got 2 checks. That would be money coming in. You know, I don't mean that you have to go through everybody's taxes, but at the end of the month, say $50,000 in taxes or something like that. It's just like your own checkbook. There ain't that many checks that come in here from nobody else. You know, just taxes and rent at a hall or something like that, you know?
But what are you wanting?
Yeah.
Ray, do you want me to make a list that says
Just what
hall
you-
rental,
Yeah.
wrestling, or so-and-so, $50? Or do you,
Well, if
or
somebody
you just
rent-
want
Yeah, somebody.
$50, or what? I can get that off of the bank
Yeah,
statement.
that is
Ma-
whatever you
Maxine,
deposited in the bank.
If you go online with MTA, they have all of that set up. They show you exactly how to do it. It's very, very simple. It's an extra step, but it's just documenting incoming funds. And
Well, yeah, but I don't know what you want.
Basically a breakdown
If this
of
is,
income,
because
So
this
cost
here
receivable
says deposits
Rental.
and interest,
taxes collected.
24,000, so you know we got 24,000 in. But you want to know $50
Mr.
here,
Bertle just-
300 here, you want it broken down like that, right?
Mr. Gerbil just explained the different things, the rental. I'll be happy to get you, I still have a copy from the MTA training that I did. And you can go online, they have it all listed on there. They have forms that you can follow. And I don't anticipate it's going to be that much,
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't look when you were on there before.
that I didn't look where.
When you were his deputy, that you didn't go through and,
I went to the training, I paid to go to the training myself.
right, but no, you had
Maxine.
access to all the
And
accounts.
then I brought a copy and I presented it to the board.
You
After
had
that.
access to nothing that financial, with Chad.
Well, let's settle the
Cheryl
QuickBooks
was
thing.
doing.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that, and then we can finish up.
Well,
Well-
okay, well, hey, if you can't get it, well, you can't get it, but anyway, yeah.
I'll make a motion to purchase the QuickBooks Online
I'll second.
for a year.
The, yeah, by people
Okay.
version, yeah.
Yeah. Second by,
And then,
The keys.
and the keys, 3 keys.
3 YubiKeys.
And then this would go switch.
Whatever you guys want. I mean,
Okay.
I already imported it.
Well,
But it hasn't.
the subscription is tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So,
I have a rush.
Chad, did you consider Carol for a key? If she's working with QuickBooks, will she not need a key?
4 of them?
Carol? No, she'll always be with
I'll
me.
be with Maxine, so
I don't, yeah.
if
well,
I need
Mac-
one, we can always. get it.
Carol's the deputy treasurer, so
I
if
understand
Maxine
that.
wants her to have a YubiKey, she can have a
Right.
YubiKey.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
She's
I mean, I
instructional
appreciate what Carol's
background.
doing to
Yeah.
help.
You want to order them like credit, or you want me to order them?
Well, we're gonna switch it over tonight
Okay.
because we're taking my card off of there before we leave here.
Right.
Okay.
So, will you be able to do it through the account then, tomorrow?
Oh,
Or, well, when,
yeah, as soon as possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
okay. Cause yeah, that 292
Yeah.
is, on the 21st is when it gets
It-
taken out.
We can still access the company files without paying for that, so we can take it off now.
Okay.
It's not, unless you guys need immediate access. I mean, you guys can log in there now. It's just not giving you the updated information. I have to re-upload the company file. All the changes you guys did recently.
Right.
Okay,
And then combine.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Fair
Thank you, Brooks.
Yep.
yes.
Hey Chad, one more thing, that $10,000 for chip sealing that Third Street, Is that all we get out of that money for the county that we voted in, that our share?
That doesn't even come out of that, that's not even,
That'll be next
Yeah.
month's discussion.
So
Yeah.
what roads, could we fix that road in front of the school? How much money do we got? You know?
from the county millage.
Yeah.
Zero.
We don't get.
It's not set up that way.
Huh? We don't-
Unfortunately, it's not set up that way.
We get,
It's not like when we did the gravel, when we got our allotment,
Yeah.
they're not doing it that way.
So, I mean, to fix the road, while they're doing that, 388, to fix that road in front of the school, up to Lausers, we don't have no money for that?
Not, the way that it would work is if we were to do that project, using that as an example,
Yeah,
the millage, our portion of the
Is
millage
80.
would cover 20% of the cost of that project. Is what, instead of it being 100%
Yeah.
township,
Yeah.
the projects are now 80-20.
80/20, 80% us,
so
20%
we have to
the
80%.
county.
Good deal.
Yeah, so we'd still have to come up with 80%.
So there ain't no money for roads at all, other than chip sealing, is that all we're gonna get?
For now,
388 was the grant, right?
388's a
That's
grant.
federal.
That
Yeah,
was the grant.
yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not, it's,
most of
like I
that
said
money goes
like I
south.
said a couple months ago, I don't wanna say we were sold a wooden nickel per se, but boy, it kinda seems like it.
Yeah.
What?
Is 388 now, that when they're doing this, is this chip seal or is this?
No.
No, that's like highway reconstruction.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be class
It's
A
gonna
all the
be
way
class
to the
A?
bar.
Class A all the way to the, all the way to the Long Branch,
So from where to where, the highway?
from the highway to the Long Branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything fine.
Where are the walkways going? I heard there's gonna be two.
Right,
They're gonna do it, yeah.
At the railroad
railroad
crossing.
crossing over here on 388.
And that would've cost us a lot of money if we'd have had to put that walkway in. So that was one thing, but I think if, I don't know, that's my opinion, any road should be fixed, it should be by the public school because, you know,
I
I
agree.
know Park Avenue was
Yeah.
bad, but, I think myself, I would say the school.
I agree with you, Ray.
Bruce?
Do you have anything?
Spider.
Well, nothing
I
else.
have one quick, I had talked to you about this before, if the board would investigate zoning versus, you know, the advantages of going zoning.
Carol?
I just wanted to let you know that the pizza sale went really well for the fireworks. We made $3,000, so that's
That's
a
good.
couple booms. And we're having the spaghetti dinner coming up if, well, I forgot to talk to Brent about the date, the 29th of March.
Should be good.
Well,
Yeah, that's 4 days before gold medals,
that's fine.
so that should be fine.
It'll be fun.
So,
Although, don't you get the floor thing? You didn't bring that up, I
We
think
don't
that's in
have-
your stack.
Yeah, but we don't have to do that right away.
Oh, okay.
We just did it last year,
Yeah, that's true.
so it's like every 4 years. do like-
I mean, I just said save the date, we haven't confirmed anything, so we had to change it, but I just kinda need to know so we're going forward.
Yeah, gold medals are April 1st.
Yeah.
We tried to get it
Third
before the
and
gold
13th.
medals and before May, when all the graduations and that starts going, so we were trying
As
to,
soon as I get,
Yeah, they just want to screen it again.
I have a feeling our insurance is gonna take a big jump. I hope not, but it's went up everywhere else, so.
if you don't
All right.
keep stirring the pot down, you don't
that's
get.
pretty much, I just wanted to let everybody know that
Go down to it.
you're part of the township.
Great, thank you. Janet, you have
I
anything?
can't call
No?
it state.
All right, board
But I
comment?
think that's squat.
I got something.
Okay.
I had a couple people contact me about winter parking, particularly on Linden Street and on Oak Street. So I don't know if we can run an ad about it. No, it's kind of hard with people that don't have driveways, but it is a pain when the snowplow comes through and they can't clean up because people are parked there.
Right.
So I think it'd be best maybe just to run an ad in the paper as a reminder.
We can run that.
On Linden Street?
Linden Street.
On the hill.
On the hill.
South Linden Street.
Not on our end.
If it's the other side, you shoot a gun down the road, you never get
As far as Oak Street, he needs to bring that in and put it in the maid's freaking empty lot.
Like they used to.
That's where it always used to be.
And he's not doing that, so I'll talk to Ryan
Let me
and
know
tell
if you
him,
go down
yeah,
to
you have to pull it in.
Lansing.
Pat don't care, you know, been doing it for how many years, as long as I can remember.
It's shit.
Yeah, there was
That's why
always-
he's getting that snow pile.
There was always a mountain of snow in LeMaid's yard.
Yeah, I'll talk to Ryan the next time he's in there and tell him.
Yeah.
But even if, well, we'll put an ad in the paper.
Yeah,
But
put it in
even if
there
it-
anyways.
Even if in the morning, everybody parked on one side of the street so you could swoop through
Yeah.
and then come back the other way,
The other side.
Yeah.
it would help things a lot. So. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. If
I
there's-
had one last comment.
No.
Can I still do a comment?
No.
No?
Okay,
Just 2 minutes. I was
two.
today that there was seen a young 12-year-old driving a car with an 8-year-old in it on Pluba Lane and almost hit the UPS driver.
Well, Lance, watch where you're going.
Lives on that road?
Was it during school hours or?
2 young boys,
Oh, they're at the end down there.
Because if it was during.
And they were
school, I
driving
figured out
a
he wasn't in school.
hatchback little car and almost hit the UPS guy, and they luckily they didn't. He did tell the parent, but the parent said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to tell him to be more careful."
I'll send Kyle over there.
Just so you know, they shouldn't be driving
Kyle.
at that age.
Buy it.
Go. Okay.
That's all.
All right. If there's no other business.
One more.
All right, Pat.
Just about West Third Street resurfacing that chip seal. Was that a proposal by the county?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Because there are, I mean, it's not the greatest shape, right? I agree with that. But there are other roads that could be done in the township, right? I don't want to be ungrateful or nothing like that, but at least I'm not choking on dust. But there are, what about, there's other roads that the township, couldn't they be chip sealed? Other than R3, I mean. West
Depends on
Third?
which,
I mean, I'm not knocking anything here or anything like that, but there are other people choking on dust. And I know I did that for a few years over by me, and it wasn't no fun at all.
Talk
So,
about R3.
R3 could be one of them, Fox Farm Lane could be one.
well, Fox Farm Lane, if he would've put the sealer on the top of that,
What happened there?
he wouldn't
That's
do it.
579, Fox Farm Lane is not.
No, or
But
03.
we can do Fox Farm Lane then.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, that's money you could, I mean, this road, it could last a few more years, right? It's breaking off, it is falling apart and that. I agree with that, but there are other roads that maybe possibly could be done.
Not for that price.
Not for that price though, okay.
Couldn't the school road be done for that price? That
No.
that long?
That road
Nothing
needs,
like
that's
that.
gonna have to be all
Yeah, that's really.
tore up, and that's gonna need a lot of work.
Just a thought, just food for
Yeah.
thought.
Did they ever
No.
say?
We
don't have to do it.
579? Why they didn't finish it?
But they're gonna put a culvert across
He
the
said
gas
he-
station,
yeah,
that'll be all done.
Said
So
that
that, just from
the
that
chip seal
point
secondary
on
road, they're not putting a
to
box
maybe
in.
past Loucher's house, so.
I'd rather not go at that price. Get a road fixed, why not?
I told him that was the purpose of us doing that road, so Steve and them wouldn't have to suck dust.
Yeah,
And when he told me it's not dusty, I said, I went down there when you were done, 10 miles an hour, I said it was dust.
It was just as dusty as it
This
was
is dusty.
beforehand.
I don't think it was, 'cause I travel it 16 times a day.
Yeah.
But, it's definitely a way better road than what it was.
Oh, yeah.
100%. But I don't understand why they didn't finish it.
That's
really
why when he
don't.
come
You paid
out
for it,
at that
right?
meeting with this 50/50, I said, are you gonna finish it, or are you gonna leave it like you did 03? Because we're not gonna do that. That should have had the Fox sealer on it.
yeah,
That helps hold that chip seal down.
yep,
So when the
exactly.
grader and the plow
My
come
dad
through, it's
does
not
it,
in a
yep.
ditch.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna find out this spring,
Yep.
and then, I don't know.
All right. Well, if there's no other business before the board, can we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
You know Stacy Hoy?
I'm sorry?
You know Stacy Hoy?
I don't.
What the heck? That's my go-to with the DNR.
How do we keep?
I'm
So I know Dottie knows, that's why I thought they knew who she was.
Yeah, the folks I know Mary Carla, because she's the one that does like all the DNR, like the grant stuff. And then, I actually just started at QCAD this past year.
Oh, okay, then you probably wouldn't.
Yeah, the girl that was there before me, Julia Cogger, just moved to the DNR.
Chris, I told you
So,
wrong time.
It's at 6:30.
I was gonna text you today and say it was at 6.
It's fine because I don't have time to be here. I have to put in my afternoon shift after 3 o'clock.